Today we're going to talk about the legend, the one and only Cher. Commonly referred by the media as the goddess of pop, she has been described as embodiment of female autonomy in a male-dominated industry. Cher is known for her distinctive voice and for having worked in numerous areas of entertainment. She's one of the best-selling female singers of all time, so I'm going to break down her career and analyze to see how many records she actually sold. I will count also her work as part of duo Sonny and Cher, because the Recording Academy and the Recording Industry Association recognize and includes their work in her catalog also when it comes to sales and success of her singles. She released 5 studio albums with Sonny, 26 solo studio albums, 3 live albums, 10 compilation albums, 5 video albums, and 4 soundtrack albums. I will count studio albums, sales of the original albums, other releases, sales of compilations and live material generated thanks to the album, physical singles, sales of physical singles from the albums, and download singles, sales of digital singles from the album. So basically, this will be a pure sales video. Sources for this series are Billboard, Nielsen SoundScan, Recording Industry Association of America, published certifications, and magazines such as Times, Rolling Stone, and others. First, studio albums discography. Studio albums as part of Sonny and Cher are sold in 10 million copies. All I Really Want to Do from 1965 is sold in 450,000 copies. The Sonny Side of Cher from 1966 is sold in 325,000 copies. Cher from 1966 is sold in 250,000 copies. With Love, Cher from 1967 is sold in 250,000 copies. Backstage from 1968 is sold in 100,000 copies. 3614 Jackson Highway from 1969 is sold in 100,000 copies. Gypsies, Tramps and Thieves from 1971 is sold in 1 million copies. Foxy Lady from 1972 is sold in 375,000 copies. Bittersweet White Light from 1963 is sold in 100,000 copies. Have Breathe from 1963 is sold in 600,000 copies. Dark Lady from 1974 is sold in 300,000 copies. Stars from 1975 is sold in 125,000 copies. I Would Rather Believe in You from 1967 is sold in 75,000 copies. Cherished from 1977 is sold in 50,000 copies. Take Me Home from 1979 is sold in 550,000 copies. Prisoner from 1979 is sold in 75,000 copies. I Paralyzed from 1982 is sold in 50,000 copies. Cher from 1987 is sold in 2,050,000 copies. Heart of Stone from 1969 is sold in 6.1 million copies. Love Hurt from 1991 is sold in 3,500,000 copies. It's a Man's World from 1995 is sold in 850,000 copies. Believe from 1998 is sold in 12 million copies. Living Proof from 2001 is sold in 1,125,000 copies. Closer to the Truth from 2013 is sold in 600,000 copies. Dancing Queen from 2018 is sold in 300,000 copies. Her studio albums combined are sold in 44 million copies. Now let's count her compilation sales. Her biggest one was, of course, The Very Best of Cher from 2003, and her compilation sales combined are sold in 17,500,000 copies. Now the sales of her live albums and video albums. Cher in total sold 8 million copies worldwide. She released 4 soundtrack albums with sales of 2,500,000 copies. Cher's total album sales are up to 72 million sold worldwide. Now we will count her success of single sales, both digital and physical. She released 81 official singles, but I will count all of her songs from her albums. Number 1 from 1998, Believe from Believe is sold in 11 million copies. Number 2 from 1965, I Got You Babe from Look at Us is sold in 3,870,000 copies. Number 3 from 1991, The Shoop Shoop Song from Love Hurts is sold in 3,300,000 copies. And number 4 from 1971, Gypsies, Tramps and Thieves from Gypsies, Tramps and Thieves is sold in 2,962,000 copies. And number 5 from 1989, If I Could Turn Back Time from Heart of Stone, is sold in 2,880,000 copies. Just these 5 songs alone are sold in 24 million copies. The rest of her songs has sold less, but she has a lot of songs and combined they're sold in 58 million copies worldwide. The Goddess of Pop sold up to 130 million records worldwide in pure sales. Now who would you like to see next in this series? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe, follow me on my Instagram account and support our channel by becoming a patron on Patreon, and with a bunch of rewards help us creating together a great content with your favorite artists. Bye!